made note of all of the times that I thought about, wanted to, felt like, or even said that I was going to leave the narcissist, as well as the times that I swore I couldn't survive without, apologized for absolutely nothing at all, or begged him not to go. From a statistical standpoint, I could have been sold on the fact that there was a strong probability I was batshit crazy. It legitimately is mind-boggling how someone can treat you so hateful and hurtful, drag you down, and bring all sorts of unnecessary chaos into your life 99% of the time. But yet, the second they give you the silent treatment, threaten to leave, or actually do, the only thing that you can hone in on are the minuscule breadcrumbs and illusions of how wonderful they are when they were love-bombing or baiting you along. Because instinctually humans have this way of trying to maintain balance within their life, achieved as through compensating one way or the other, and if not compensated, then we frantically start seeking out valid explanations or reasons as to why this off-balance occurred to begin with. To which where lies the problem when you're dealing with a narcissist, as they are not going to compensate or give you any kind of valid explanation. It's within this that make escape from the trauma pond, shit pond you've been splashing around in more difficult than getting yourself out of quicksand you're already neck deep in. The effect that the trauma bond has on the mind is damn near that of the intended effect of when we blindfold a player and spin them around in circles over and over before sending them on their way to try to pin the tail on the donkey, as both distort your perception, cause becoming off-kilter. And the only way to break the trauma bond is through this understanding that you're not seeking after or holding on to the tail, doing whatever you can to realign it on that jackass because you're so desperately in love with them, rather driven by our instinctual need to reinstate the balance, which means becoming more consciously mindful. And if you're like me, when anyone ever mentioned getting mindful or becoming more grounded, I wasn't sure whether this made me feel more like an asshole or an idiot, as I'm thinking to myself, mindful? I'll take less full, please. And if I was any more run into the ground, then there's a high probability my ass ain't gonna come back out. Because I mean, what the fuck? How do you go about becoming conscious of your subconscious thoughts? But it's easier to do if you think about it as your conscious being driven by logic, whereas your subconscious is being driven by feelings, emotions, and your insecurities, with the goal of them collaborating and not having your decisions based solely off of one or the other. Because everything we do in life all comes down to decisions. And by asking yourself a few questions in efforts to reaching a decision is what makes this collaboration take place. Not only will this help break you free of the trauma bond, but across the board help you make far better decisions by simply asking 3 questions. Why? What intrinsic value is this going to bring or give meaning to my life? And lastly, how would this affect my life if what I think is going to happen doesn't? Because, well, truth be told, most of the things that we concern ourselves with or worry about happening aren't even close to what really does. And in hindsight, weren't even worth our giving 2 fucks. By practicing this throughout everything that you do, prepare you for the next time that the narcissist gives you one of their silent treatments or threatens to leave, and to prevent you from becoming completely thrown out of whack and once again chasing after their sorry ass. Because, well, playing pin the tail on the donkey at a birthday party as a child could be quite fun, but being pinned down by these jackasses is one party that I can guarantee you'll cry at, whether you want to or not. Remember, focus on you. Fuck the narcissist.